Hey guys, this is PODFIC, and today we're going to be reading Orange and Pink Hues, Painting Me and You by Ravina 2 and Run 222. The summary is, Tim loves to catch the golden hour in the morning after his patrols, and usually he's all alone for his morning pictures, but today is different, and he's joined by the one person he's happy to sit with. Alright, and without further ado, let's hop right in. Tim stays out after patrol, finding his way to the roof of Wayne Enterprises, still dressed in his red Robin gear with his camera out. He doesn't always get to do this, having to be careful to avoid being noticed by any of the early goers in the building. He's been doing this since he started working at Wayne Enterprises, and as far as he knows, his family doesn't know what he does after patrol. Damien thinks he goes straight to sleep, Jason thinks he goes to Wayne Enterprises to work, and Dick thinks he goes to get laid. Don't ask him why Dick thinks he's getting laid when he doesn't even have a boyfriend. Tim doesn't know either. Bruce is the only one who seems to know that Tim is taking pictures of the golden hour, but he's kept quiet regardless. One day, I'm gonna show this to someone else. Fuck, maybe I am a romantic at heart. Huffs Tim to himself, even as he imagines dark hair with a gentle undercut and white straight, and icy blue eyes that make him feel warm inside. I'm surprised he's still awake when I really shouldn't be. Tim jumps, barely managing to keep his balance as that familiar voice scares the shit out of him. He turns to find Con laughing into his hands, cool gray sweatshirt and plaid pants covering in as Gotham's chilly wind blows over them. Fuck you, grumbles Tim to himself to keep from drooling over how adorably sleepy Con is. The hell are you even doing in Gotham? Heard you mumbling to yourself and got curious, so I came to see what was going on. Hence me showing up out of nowhere and finally getting the drop on you, Rob, says Con with a cheeky smirk as he spreads his arms before settling next to him on the roof and winking when Tim glares at him. So what are you doing at ass o'clock in the morning with the camera on Wayne Enterprises roof? Taking pictures of the golden hour as it washes over Gotham, replies Tim because he doesn't like it, Con, even if he's kind of embarrassed at being caught. It's gorgeous and the pictures always turn out really nice. Oh wow, okay, let's see it then. Con seems excited as he scoots closer and peers down at the camera that Tim forgot was in his hands. Gotham is still awash in darkness, though there's a peak of orange and pink flirting with the skyline, so Tim moves his way through the camera roll to find the picture from yesterday morning to show Con. As Con coos over the picture, murmuring compliments about the colors and how gorgeous the sky is in the morning, Tim wonders if they'll get to do this again. There's maybe 20 minutes until the sky starts to explode with color, says Tim after he clears his throat, dragging his mind back to the task at hand. Con sits up straight, practically bouncing in his place on the roof as his eyes lock on the sky, and he says, I'm so excited. I'm so joining you more often. The sky is already so beautiful like this, and the mix of light and dark, I can't miss Gotham's golden hour anymore. Look at it. Tim chuckles as he leans over and nudges Con with his arm, before lifting his camera to snap a quick picture before snapping another one when Con looks at him with wide eyes. You're being goofy again, Con, snorts Tim when Con wrinkles his nose at him. I'm not the one taking secret pictures, Rob, huffs Con as he rolls his eyes and turns his attention back to the sky. Is it really a secret when you can hear it? Asks Tim, amusedly as he focuses on the sky and starts snapping a few pictures as the pink and orange and purple hues start to spread out and lighten. I mean, you're technically doing it in secret, and I don't know that it's happening until you press the button, unless I'm completely in tune with you, which technically I am. But I'm sitting right next to you with no danger, so I wasn't fully paying attention, explains Con without glancing away from the sky, and Tim feels his heart speed up before he can catch it. It's too early for Con to be all sweet and caring and fucking him. You okay? Your heart is it's racing, Rob. I'm fine, Con, just tired and enjoying my view, that's all, says Tim quickly, shaking his head and hoping that the other man won't push. Right. So it wasn't because I was being more forward and taking advantage of you being tired to get an actual reaction and not a controlled one, says Con with that knowing tone as he looks at him. Tim freezes, camera held up to his face, eyes staring at this swirl of pink and orange that's dipping into a purple bed underneath. His heart speeds up just a touch, but he calms himself down, only for Con to push the camera down and turn his face towards him. What are you doing? Asks Tim as he enters full panic mode, eyes going wide and nerves making his breathing speed up. Enjoying my view, replies Con pointedly as he arches a brow with a half smirk curving his lips. Oh, fuck you, huffs Tim as he leans back and tugs his camera back to him and focuses on the sky once again. I'm the one with the view to enjoy, asshole. I don't know, Tim. I like my view pretty damn well, replies Con as he leans in, and his breath ghosts over Tim's ear. How about you stop hiding and actually hear what I'm saying? I hear you, but I don't believe you know what you mean, sighs Tim as he snaps another picture, forcing himself to keep doing what he came all the way up here to do. I'm saying that I like you, think you're beautiful, and see you as more than a friend. So, I know what I mean here, Rob. Why are you deflecting? Asks Con with an amused tone like he already knows what's happening in Tim's head. The problem is that he probably does, considering he knows Tim almost as well as his brothers do at this point. Do you really mean that? Asks Tim as he looks to Con, vulnerability making his hands itch for a battering to help him ease the situation he's found himself in. You know I do, Tim. I would have said so otherwise. Come on, Tim, I like you. A lot. Like, enough that your brothers have all come to threaten about me hurting you. I'm not hiding it. I never have, replies Con honestly, hand rising to cut Tim's face as he stares him in the eyes without hesitation. I mean it. Tim melts. He can't fucking help it. He's been in love with Con almost since they met. It was a total enemies to friends to lovers situation without the lovers part because he thought it was one-sided until now. You better take me somewhere nice and secluded, Con. No paps until we decide when to introduce our relationship, says Tim decidedly, completely skipping over the part where one of them is supposed to ask the other out, because Con obviously knows he wants this too. In case that wasn't clear enough, I fucking like you too, and you're mine now. It was clear, but I appreciate the mutual confession, murmurs Con before he leans in and presses a soft kiss to Tim's cheek. Then pulls away and moves until he's got his legs on either side of Tim as he wraps his arms around his waist to pull him back against his chest. Keep taking your pictures, Rob. I'll be right here. Tim relaxes entirely back against Con, leaning back enough to press a quick kiss to the underside of his jaw before he turns his focus back to the sky. He doesn't stop snapping photos for an hour, but even when he stops, Tim snaps one more before calling it quits. The sky is all orange and bright, but there's some pink and orange that's lightening the sky behind them. So he takes a photo of Con hiding his face in his neck, and he can't help the soft smile that curls across his lips, even if he'll claim he doesn't know where that came from when Con points it out later. He can't wait for more mornings just like this with Con in the golden hour. Alright guys, and that is the end of Orange and Pink Hues, Painting Me and You by Run 2 and Run 222. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you next video.